Welcome to Season 2 here in the Coaching Carousel Dynasty. Today, we start our journey with the Houston Cougars as we moved on from the Bowling Green Falcons after a 13-1 season last year. Just to get you caught up with what happened in the offseason, our head coach moved on to Cal. That opened up the head coaching vacancy at Bowling Green. Well, our defensive coordinator was considered, but we were not. He chose to go on to Illinois to be their head coach on a 5-year contract after having one of the best defenses that we've seen Bowling Green have in a long time. Well, that opened up our head coach job, and you know what? We weren't even considered. They went with Butch Jones from Arkansas State. He signed a 5-year deal after just going 7-5 at Arkansas State. Well, that kind of pissed us off a little bit, to be honest with you. And from there, I kind of had my eyes locked on another job. Our first job opportunity came actually from Arizona State. We decided to turn that one down, and we decided to go with the Houston job as we go to a program that has historically had very, very good offenses. So they are looking to take it to the next level. And in the offseason, we actually ended up getting one of our recruits that we were recruiting at Bowling Green, and Deontay Minor. So he will be the backup quarterback going into this season. But we also snagged a very good safety in the offseason in Jeremiah Jackson. Now, going forward in recruiting, we're going to let the head coach kind of do recruiting. We're going to cover it, but we will let the head coach kind of do his thing since it's not really our team fully. We have a 90 overall offense, which is a huge boost coming from Bowling Green, but we are going into the Big 12, which is a big competition boost. And speaking of boost, we will give the CPU sliders a boost to kind of make it harder on offense for us. But right away, starting season 2, we will go up against our former team. And this is kind of a warm-up game. Even though they were 13-1 last year with us at the helm, they just lost their entire coaching staff. I mean, this is going to look completely different here for Bowling Green. But the team we have in front of us is very, very good. Lucas Coley is going to be the starter at quarterback, and there's no real competition. He is a sophomore. I want to give the keys to him. He is very, very good. Our running back group dramatically improves. I mean, this is, night and day compared to what we had with Terrion Stewart at Bowling Green. And then our receiving core, also night and day. Nathaniel Dell is 95 overall. He is the highest overall guy on the entire roster. Then our tight end group, also not too bad. Luke Compton is our starter at tight end. Our offensive line, also very, very stout. So this is a team that is going to definitely do some things and see what we can do. And honestly, I have high expectations going into this year. And here we are against our alma mater, I guess, in year 1, Bowling Green. Lucas Coley from the shotgun. The first snap of the season will be Coley rolling out. He wanted to do something across the middle right there, decided to hold it. He picks up a gain of 3 on the scramble. So now 2nd and 7, quick throw. That is Joseph Manjack. Now, Joseph Manjack is right now the 4th receiver on the depth chart, but the scheme will have him on the field for about 80% of the snaps. He's in here in the slot. We go right back to him, and his second catch will be across the 50, tackled at the 41. A gain of 22 yards for Manjack. It's a first down. So 1st and 10 now. Throw to left side, going right back to him. Incomplete pass. What I want to do with this offense is really go up tempo. We're using the West Virginia offense. Here's a screen pass out to left side. A big block by 73. Campbell, another block by 73. To the 10. Spin move. Touchdown. 41 yards. The first touchdown we score at Houston is a big one. Take a look. I mean, the Bowling Green defense was absolutely fooled, and 73 throws a huge block right there, picks up another one downfield. Then the spin move by Brandon Campbell puts him in a spin cycle, and he walks in for the touchdown. So a 7-3 start here for Houston at home, as this home crowd is excited here. They know the offensive coordinator is coaching against his former team, and that is a throw across the middle Lucas Coley can make a lot of the throws that last year Matt McDonald couldn't make because of his arm strength, and Coley is a very accurate quarterback as well. 2nd and 10, deep shot. This is Nathaniel Dell downfield. Actually, it's going to be caught by Cody Jackson. We have a couple of guys who have dreads on this team. Cody Jackson, number 15, is going to be a big part of this offense. Everybody really is. We're going to look to get everybody involved, especially running this up-tempo. We can run from the pistol a lot. It's going to be a lot of spread offense type of looks. Here is Coley. This is a part of his game that I really, really love. He keeps it for a gain of 6. Coley is a sophomore. We're going to have him for the next 3 years, so we're really looking at our quarterback of the now and future. But we do have Deontay Minor behind him, so in case of injury, we have a backup quarterback who is capable. 1st and 10 now. Coley throws left side. It's Joseph Manjack again. He catches it at the 15-yard line, picks up about a gain of 5. Still in the first quarter here. Coley, play action fake. Rolls to the right side. He's going to try to take himself, finding some space inside. Touchdown from 10 yards out. Lucas Coley is impressive in his first couple of drives, showing off his legs, showing off his arm. He had a deep shot earlier to Jackson, and he makes it a 14-3 game. I think this really shows how good of an offensive coordinator we are. Playing against a Bowling Green defense who, remember, last year was very, very good. So good that the defensive coordinator took the job at Illinois. So in the second quarter, here's a handoff. This is going to be Campbell. Campbell's going to run for a lot of yards this year, I think. Brandon Campbell's definitely going to be a guy. Along with the backup running back, Alton McCaskill, you will see him today as well. 1st and 10 now. Coley out of the pocket. That is the freshman Michael McGee. Remember, we recruited him. He was our first commit at Bowling Green. And it's stripped. And McGee picks it up. And he's tackled at about the 45-yard line. The first turnover of the season will just be a fumble by Coley. But number 90, Michael McGee, that's kind of funny to see a guy that we recruited going to Bowling Green gets the first turnover of the season on us. So here we go. The first play of the next drive is a throw to the right side. That is going to be Compton. And Compton's going to be an interesting player. Logan Compton, I like him a lot. He doesn't have much speed. So will we add speed to that tight end position over time? Here is Coley this time trying to get out of the pocket, and he gets swallowed up. That's a loss of 10 yards. There's Michael McGee again. First sack of his career as a true freshman. I knew he would be good when we recruited him. It looks like he's already making a couple of plays already versus Houston. And we're set up here with a long situation here, a 3rd and 20. At the 36, 3 wide receivers to the right side. Coley in the pocket, throws deep across the middle. It's Nathaniel Dell. Our star receiver finally gets involved for a big gain of 43. How about that? We had a 2nd and 20 and a 3rd and 20, and we end up converting. That's an amazing throw by Coley. I think that's a throw that maybe Matt McDonald couldn't make last year. Here is Coley now using his legs again, throwing on the run, and he's got Golden Matthew. Golden for the touchdown. We have playmakers all over the field. And he is actually our 3rd string receiver, actually the true slot guy in this depth chart. He scores for the first time. It's 21-3. So here is Coley again, throwing across the middle. That's Nathaniel Dell before halftime. We have about under a minute to go. We'll see if we can get at least into field goal range. 29 seconds left here. Coley throws to the right side. It's a wide open Joseph Manjack. Manjack is a jack of all trades type of player. No pun intended. Wears no gloves. He is a hard worker. You can already see. Here's Coley, though, in the pocket. He loses 6. He gets sacked. It's now a 2nd and 16. We're all the way back at the 38-yard line. Need about 10 more yards to get into field goal range here. As here is Coley this time, finding Manjack. It's a gain of 13 yards. Coley throwing to the right side. Jackson this time again. Oh, he puts on a move. He gets tackled at about the 11, and he almost kind of broke that one, but we will settle for 3. We had to watch that one and make sure that it's knocked through. You never know when you sim. They could miss. But how about the first half of Houston football? 24-3 versus our former team. So second half action, our defense actually gets a safety to open up the second half. As here we are now, the first throw will be across to the right side. Nathaniel Dell, excellent speed on him. He gets a gain of 21. He's got 3 catches. He's at about 70 yards receiving in this game as well. First and 10 now. Here is Lucas Compton, and he gets one, breaks a tackle, runs over a defender, and picks up 14 yards. You can just see the amount of weaponry we have on offense is incredible. Here's a throw across the middle. That's caught Samuel Brown, and he gets about a gain of 17. We're now at the 11. Both running backs in the backfield this time. Coley throws left side, and that's caught Joseph Manjack, but he could not get that foot in bounds. That throw was perfect. 2 defenders in the area. Second and 10, they send the pressure again, and it's Michael McGee who goes unblocked. What a game this freshman is having. 2 sacks in his debut, a fumble recovery as well. And now it's a third and very long at the 16. Running Manjack in motion. Nobody covers him. It's a foot race in the end zone. Touchdown. Joseph Manjack scores again. And how about Coley? Composed in the pocket. The pressure's right there. 33-3. As we are now into the third quarter, it has been that type of game. Here's a handoff. This is going to be Campbell putting on a move. He gets to the 15. Tackled at about the 13-yard line. What a game so far from this offense. I mean, we have run the ball well. We have thrown the ball well. And in comes Deontay Minor to start the fourth quarter. Here he rolls to the right side. His first pass, incomplete. Had a couple of guys in the area, but that's going to fall to the ground. Second and 10 now. Minor running his running back in motion. Quick throw for his first completion of his career. Samuel Brown will get inside the 5. And it's goal to go here at the 2. This could be the game. Handoff. Campbell. Untouched. Blowout here in game number 1. Bowling Green just does not have enough. Missing their defensive coordinator and offensive coordinator goes a long way. And the amount of guys that actually Bowling Green last year we had graduating probably just could not hold up without a good scheme. And I love what we have here with Houston. 3 touchdown passes, 391 yards, 21 of 30 for Coley. Deontay Minor actually comes in, goes 3 of 4 for only 33 yards, but still he got to play in the fourth quarter. Good to get our backup going with some playing time. And then just looking at our run game, Campbell ran for 50 yards, but he's definitely going to have a couple of 100-yard games this year. I definitely see that, especially if we, have the offensive output that we will have this year. That's going to be something to keep your eye on, especially seeing, you never know. A lot of these games could be blowouts, but starting the season, I believe the first 5 games, 3 of the first 5, we have all ranked teams. So that's going to be something to look out for. We will have much harder competition here in season 2, but we get the win versus our former team in Camden North. One of the issues I had with him as quarterback is that he was inaccurate. He threw two interceptions today, and then Terrion Stewart had only 18 yards rushing, and look who didn't get the ball. Our favorite guy, Javonte Kinsey, 0 catches. I don't think you're going to win without him getting any catches, as we're 1-0. So we move on to game 2. And this is a huge game, not for Coach Timo Cruz, but for the university as a whole. Offensive coordinator Shannon Dawson, who was the offensive coordinator at Houston last year, moved on to Arizona State. He's trying to move up the chain, but he did not know that we would be scheduling them. So he's going to face his former team in his first game. So funny, we face our former team as offensive coordinator here, first game. He faces his former team in his first game. Arizona State comes into this game ranked number 14, so this would be an upset as we are getting votes for the top 25 already, but here's the first carry of the game. Brandon Campbell, he goes for a gain of 9. Lucas Coley in his second game starting here in the shotgun, 2nd and 1. This time steps up, he tries to get rid of it, he gets hit hard, looking for Nathaniel Dell across the middle of the field. Incomplete pass. Brings it to a 3rd and 1. Handoff. Brandon Campbell has the blocking. He gets to the outside. He gets tripped up at the 49 for a gain of 14 yards. You can already see the potential with this running game, and this is what I talk about. Here is Coley getting chased out of the pocket. He makes one man miss and steps out of bounds for a gain of 8. Across the 50 now. Here's Coley throwing to the right side. It's Joseph Manjack again. He had a big game in game number 1. He could be a fan favorite here in season 2. First catch of the game goes for 17. Coley rolling, trying to throw this one on the run, and it's picked off. Looking for, it looks like that was intended for Lucas Compton, and instead it's going to be an interception, and that's where the competition kind of steps up here going into a new conference and playing against this tough competition. Logan Compton was the intended target. I said Lucas. But now it's 7-0. Arizona State has the lead, and here is Brandon Campbell starting out the next drive with great field position. That's a gain of 10. So 1st and 10 again. Here's a 2nd and 9 try. Here is Coley, and he gets shaken up on that play, but it looks like actually that may have been Deontay Minor in the game, and here is Coley throwing to the right side. Incomplete. So our offense is off to a slow start today. Here is Campbell, though, trying to get going on the run as we start the second quarter down 7-0, and Campbell gets about a gain of 6 yards. That brings it to a 3rd and 4 now from the pistol formation. Here's a deep shot down the field. He was looking for Joseph Manjack, and Manjack may have been open right there, but it just sailed. He just absolutely airmailed that one. So our defense has an interception, and we're inside the red zone already as our defense helps us out. This happened quite a bit last season. Hopefully our defense is going to be good this season as well with a new squad. Here is Coley now in the shotgun, in the pocket, rolling, trying to buy some time. Nathaniel Dell was open for the flip. It's incomplete. 3 of 9 for Lucas Coley to start this game. 3rd and 4. Quick throw to left side as Brandon Campbell out of the backfield. He tries to run over a defender, and he barely picks up a gain of 4. It moves the chains. So at the 2-yard line, this is Alton McCaskill. He gets in for his first touchdown of the season, and that one ties this ball game up at that point. But Arizona State answers again. They're up 14-7 now. Here is Coley. With about a minute and a half to go, he throws to the sideline. That one actually does not stop the clock. Here's a handoff. This is Brandon Campbell with another nice run up the middle. Gain of 11. It moves the chains. Set up here at about the 46-yard line. This is Coley. Oh, nice cut block that time. Buying him some time. He gets out of the pocket, takes it down the sideline, and will step out for a gain of 12. This is the part of Coley's game that makes him dangerous. He is a true dual threat. As here he is across the 50. Here's a throw across the middle. This is going to be Burns, and he cannot hold on to it. Matt Burns is the backup tight end, and that time that's not going to, bode well here for his playing time. We go right back to him on the next play. 2nd and 10. He holds on to this one. A gain of 14. How about the confidence of Lucas Coley going right back to the man who just dropped the pass? 1st and 10 again. Coley throwing. It's Burns again. He's got it at the 5. He falls forward at the 1. A gain of 28. So he had the drop. Now he has the catch there as we're inside the 5. Alton McCaskill in the next play. He will lose 2 yards as that backs us up to about the 3. 15 seconds to go. Handoff. Brandon Campbell runs over a defender. It's a touchdown from about 3 yards out. 8 for 59 and a touchdown here for Brandon Campbell so far in the first half. As we move on to the second half with a tie ball game. So here we go. Lucas Coley trying to answer back here after a sluggish start to the first half. He takes off up the middle. That one's a gain of 9 yards on the scramble. 2nd and 1, handoff to Brandon Campbell, and he picks up 3 for enough for a gain for the first down. So 1st and 10 again. Coley has a wide open man to the right side. It's Jackson who had a 50-yard catch in game number 1. This one goes for 30. 8 of 17 for Lucas Coley. So he hurried up to the line, maybe running a little tempo here. Coley throws to the right side again. It's Samuel Brown. He gets about a gain of 12 and a first down. Running Alton McCaskill in motion. Another quick throw. This is going to be caught by Matthew Golden. A gain of 8. Everybody's touching the ball here in the second half on this first drive. Here's a quick throw. It's going to be caught. Logan Compton for the touchdown. Only 9 yards out. But look where this throw is. I mean, it was thrown right on the money before Compton even turned around. It was right in his hands. The defender had no time to react. 21-17, so we have come back in this one. Here is Coley. 2 minutes left in the third. Throw across the middle. That's Joseph Manjack again. You got to think that, slot receivers will benefit a lot in this offense. But we have seen, our outside guys, including Cody Jackson and Nathaniel Dell, have big games in game number 1. But Manjack has really, really benefited so far. Here is Coley, though. He gets sacked. Loss of 7. Back at our own 46. It's a 3rd and 14. Coley goes deep to Jackson. One-on-one. It's intercepted out of bounds. We will have to punt that one away, and Arizona State adds 3 points. It's now a 1-point game. 21-20. Alton McCaskill out of the backfield. That's the last play of the third quarter as we put up our 4s. We're in the fourth quarter now. Here is Campbell. Handoff up the middle. Every time he's touched the ball today, it seems like it's a 10-yard gain. Another first down. Running a little bit of clock. Here's Campbell again, falling forward. That's only a gain of 5, but this clock does continue to run. Under 4 minutes to go. A little option. Coley keeps it. Nice block. He pitches it to McCaskill. McCaskill's off to the races. To the 30, the 20, the 10, and he will score. 53 yards. And McCaskill maybe doesn't do it all himself, but he shows the speed to get there. How about the pitch from Coley? Perfect timing. Doesn't even get hit on that one. And then at the end, the shoestring tackle does not work. And now we're up by 8 here with about 3 minutes left. We do get a stop from our defense, so now all we really have to do is run out this clock, make them burn their timeouts. The first play is a play action fake, and Coley barely gets rid of it. It could have been a dangerous throw right there. It falls to the ground. Changing the play at the line here. Coley again, another play action, a ballsy call here. He throws deep across the middle, and this one's caught by Jackson. He spins around and tackled at the 12. How about number 15, Cody Jackson, going up and getting it? A dangerous throw by Lucas Coley, but Jackson somehow bails out his quarterback. Here, 1st and 10 now, inside the 20. Here's Campbell staying in bounds. He wanted to get to the middle of the field that time. Took a big hit, but Arizona State calls their first. 2nd and 3, Coley throws out of the backfield as Jenkins, and number 42, the fullback, Bryant Jenkins, cannot hold on to it. It's now a 3rd and 3. Here is Campbell, handoff, stopped in the backfield. Arizona State only uses 2 timeouts on this drive, but we will kick the field goal to make it a 2-score game at least. So we will see what our defense can do here. And we do sim to the next change of possession. It looks like we actually got a turnover and scored. So we ended up getting another 3 points, and we win this game. Crazy, crazy game until the fourth quarter when Houston came back, and you can already see this might be a preview for the rest of the season. These games are not going to be as easy as what we had at Bowling Green, because these SEC teams that we will play, or these Pac-12 teams and these Big 12 teams that we'll play, they are for real. Like, these are legit offenses. They will put up points, and their defenses will ball out as well. And hopefully, obviously, the slider set boost will help also make it a little bit tougher on us. But a good victory all around. We actually picked off Emory Jones twice today, and that really did it. We set ourselves up on our offense to have good field position. So after the first 2 games, we are obviously 2-0. We've scored 74 total points through the first 2 games. That is incredible. Almost back-to-back 40-point wins. And now, here we go. Our next 3 games are going to be the true test of the season. Number 9, Utah, number 25, Oregon, and number 12, BYU. 3 straight ranked games. So if we wanted a big wake-up call in the season early on, it's going to be here with these next 3 games. So you don't want to miss next episode. Will we continue to win? Hit subscribe, hit that like button. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
I like getting money, I got time to get it. Target on me, so my car's a tenant. Dancing with the devil, I don't bargain with it. Bobbing in the dash, and the stick is with it. And I hit the 4-5 on the west side. But I'm from the east side, this how we slide. This how we ride, yeah, this how we ride.